Currently I'm in the programming track, and I chose it because like I wanted to be one of the ones in like the backend to try to create things and part of the game. And I know a lot of that, a lot of the functionality that you see, although it might not be like the artistic side, like you definitely do see it all the time in the game. My undergrad degree was also in computer engineering, so it did help me in, as I went into FIEA as well. So my role, actually in both Capstone and in my current position, is actually as a UI developer. So what I do on a day-to-day basis is like, we generally get like our tasks, we do our estimates for those tasks, and then we actually start working on them. If we have any questions, we always ask like maybe a senior programmer to help us guide us on what we should do. Then after we have that tested, we also do we have to get it tested. We test ourselves before we give it to QA, and then QA will find bugs and we'll again fix those. And then once it's got they approve, we also have to have code reviews as well. Now, like in our Capstone, we don't have that extensive process. Like we don't have our own QA, but like we do our own testing as well. So, and we don't really do code review either. That would take too long. Programming in general, like females, there aren't really that much anyways, so there's always going to be like an overwhelming amount of male programmers. I was lucky enough that my previous job actually had quite a few examples of like strong female programmers, so that was pretty cool. As for the game industry, it's very different. Definitely you have to work around like a lot of guys, they do like treat you like maybe no different than any others. Some like, you might have to deal with some issues, but hopefully you can work that off or brush it off, or like go with people that you actually can be guided to. I didn't know. I knew that there was going to be like a lot of work, but then once you're actually in it, it's like a lot of work, way more than you actually expected. So yeah, but I knew from like one of the previous FIEAns that it definitely is a good program to go through, and that's definitely what I expected, to be prepared to go into industry. My favorite part of FIEA is basically like you gain like a lot of new friends, and you get to hang out with them and like develop games. Like that's like really cool. And another one is that during our Halloween party, I like the What Does the Fox Say that was performed by Mark and the Twins. That was like awesome. FIEA did definitely prepare me well for my internship. A lot of things that you learn in both, like all 3 semesters. Like, Tom goes really into the assembly and like the background, how things like work, and Paul goes into a lot of the design patterns that you'll definitely see in the game engine as you work on it. So it definitely exposed me to like enough of it to be prepared for it. So my internship went pretty well. My teammates, they were able to help me like slowly we meet into like the game. They'll like slowly expose me like to like simple stuff, see how I handle it, and then like slowly but surely like give me more like hard things to like implement, and that definitely was well. Also like our the internship, there's like a lot of fun things to do as well. Like there actually was a game jam that was normally is not there, and like it's the first time, but it was definitely fun to do. As well as they definitely have like intern outings. Like they took us to Universal Studios, and we just had recently our intern dinner. So there's definitely a lot of fun things to do there. Definitely try to prepare as much as you can before here, because once you're in here, the only real long period that you can try to prep before like the the big time is the winter break. So unless you like prepare before or like try to cram it into the winter break, which ideally most people want to just have a break. They don't really want to do that. So try to prepare in advance. Also, definitely there are going to be times where you're going to be swamped, you're going to be working here a lot. So always, every now and then, try to take a break. Like don't overwork yourself. There's going to be a time like it's rolling fast, like 2 a.m. in the morning, you know, and you've been working on this problem for 6 hours. It's pretty much time to go to bed and let your brain rest. So definitely try to know yourself and try to know when you need a break.